Here we go.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our episode this morning of Let's Chat with Simon and Tony. And again, looking out to the sky this morning, we've got another lovely day in paradise, as they say. Unfortunately, it's not paradise, it's lockdown in Melbourne. However, we do the best we can, and but we're up. We've got a lovely lady joining us today, and her name is Kim Anderson. Kim's a personal trainer and a yoga teacher, and since 2002, she's been helping people write the perfect program by analysing data to help them feel safe and sexy through sport. And so therefore, that's our topic today is wellness awareness for business owners. Now, before we get stuck into it, I'd like to just say that my name is Simon Bowden and I'm the business coach side of Let's Chat, and my role is helping business owners, of which I've helped over 500 business owners over the last 30 years. So I'd like to hand over to Tony. Welcome, Tony. Good to see you.
Hello, audience. We love doing our show. It is marvellous. It gets us all excited and we feel very enthusiastic. My name is Tony Neal, CEO of Wellbeing Health Retreats, and Wellbeing is my business. I do wellbeing for individuals and also for corporates. And our topic today is really going to be a good topic, and we've got a special guest with Kim. We will be talking about wellness and the business owners. And especially in these uncertain times, there is just so much wellness that we need to really be thinking of. So I might just hand it back to you, Simon, and you can introduce that.
Well, look, as I said, I welcome Kim. Great to have you on board. You're looking fantastic. And just reading through your bio, I'm very intrigued by your tagline of making people feel sexy through sport. Is that for men?
Yes, it is for men. Men attract women. So if women are happy, so are men. Happiness is contagious. So being safe, I guess Fernwood was started to make women feel safe through sport. But there is stigma there. So to remove everything to make women feel happy, comfortable at the gym without having been being judged, to feel free to work out on their fat days, to work out on their days where they're going through some real hard stuff, just to lose themselves like men do at the gym. So I guess it's just taking out stigma and making everyone feel comfortable and happy to be themselves, because it's a massively judgmental environment. It's not somewhere where I felt safe. So I guess with training, one of an important aspect for training with me is that you want to go in and emerge brand new, melt everything away and, feel younger on exit.
And we all want to feel younger, don't we, Kim?
We do. We need that.
We do.
What's that secret pill?
One of my clients yesterday performed a side bend, and when she performed it correctly, she dropped 20 years off her age as she did it, because she moved through her body just like that. So paying attention to how you move is incredible, and she felt it was much easier movement, much more free. When you're doing sport, you want to move easily. You don't want to slog about all the time. Some sessions, but like you can swim through quicksand on some days. It's a horrible session, but 20 years younger like that, bring it on.
Yeah, I think I need to go to that one.
I need to start to me as well.
Can we come?
It's fantastic, Kim, and I must admit it would be very rewarding for the women that you're helping and coaching.
Yeah, I coach all majority baby boomers. So it's not just women, but I guess my focus being on women is that I don't know. Help, like how I help people feel safe, because if women feel safe, men also feel safe too. So it's part and parcel. If a wife is happy, the husband is happy. So give women a break. Like I guess a common story I've had women break down, saying I never learnt core at school, I never got that opportunity, and so just making it easy access, the easier, making it available, something that they've never had before, easy, like lessons and learning and health gains, quick and fun.
I hear what you've actually said there. Is there a different need for men? Like when the men come and ask you, what's their general sort of requirement that they're after that's different to women?
You got to be nice here too, Kim.
Did you hear that?
Nice. Yeah, I'm thinking. I guess, look, I discussed gender on my slogan, but I think I got to scrap that, because everybody is individual. You got highly specific needs and desires, and I tailor sessions to you. My plan, I plan the session, and you arrive differently on the day. So I got to work it toward what you need, and helping you walk out, feel awesome. So the gender card's born.
Yeah.
It's all specific. It's all highly specific. Yeah.
That's great. It's good to have it all customised to the individuals, because I think everyone's different, and you're right. And you must have a great program there to make everyone to have a separate program to help individuals. So that's wonderful.
The people that you help, Kim, are they generally business owners, or can you perhaps describe who you help?
CEOs, businesses, self-employed, highly talented people. I probably,
The business owners, let's say that the CEOs and the business owners that come to you, are they coming to you for help in helping their business as well? So getting them to think more clearly and make better decisions based on how you can help them through sport?
Not as such. My job is to have them emerge thinking clearly. So I stick to my expertise, and it's important. It's like yoga on and off the mat. While we practice yoga on the mat, it's important not to just be Zen for an hour a week. You've got to transfer that Zen to the other 167 hours to take you through the rest of the week until your next class. So I do. I guess it takes practice for the client to learn not only that they're fit and fantastic and feel much better after the session, but they actually carry that lesson, so they might walk out the door and forget it. And I'm like, okay, so we got to teach him. I got to teach him how to do it, and it might take minutes, it might take years, depending on the person and what they're. It's all highly subjective. And look, frankly, this year has been a really big change in that. A lot of frustrations hit the fan. I can't do COVID and not be fit. I'm ready. What do I have to do? There's something. There's like a light bulb. So,
I've got as an example, I've got a client that I'm working with currently at the moment, and his name's Peter, and he works from 7 a.m. in the morning till 7 p.m. at night, and quite often he's working over the weekends as well. What sort of advice would you be perhaps suggesting that he could change the way he does things for a better result?
I'd like to say, with a workaholic, I have to work 7 days a week as well. It's a different environment working online, gym shut down. it's a very strange world we've tipped over into this past 6 months. So adaptation is critical. With workaholic, I guess it's synonymous with the Australian culture. Our work ethic is probably one of the best and our key drivers to how our country's going to succeed. We need to come out well through this difficulty, and a lot has been shifted on the virus. So we all chained to our desk, particularly business owners, change our desk at this time to pivot our business into and pivot future-proof, weather-proof, COVID-proof, danger-proof our business against future pandemics. You know, we've got a fight on our hands, and fitness is synonymous with that. So while you've got a lot with pressure with workaholic, with being what you need to achieve on a daily basis and be incredibly productive, it's really important to take those moments of time out to go back off on and do what you need to do to stay well and sustain your health at this time through 20 minutes exercise a day, most days of the week.
Is that all that you were
I just want to jump in there.
Yeah, go, Tony. Go, Tony.
I want to jump in there because I think it raised a really good issue. I saw it in The Age, and I just put the clip up there, that over 1 million people, Australians, are lost in lockdown. In other words, their mental health has suffered, and over 30% of them have, from the Australian newspaper, has increased in Victoria. Now, I think this is a great topic for us to have a bit of a chat on, not leaving aside the politics. Kimberley, have you sort of noticed that an increase in the number of clients, especially with your CEOs and business owners, whether or not, like, the uncertainty of knowing what's going to happen, has that sort of impacted your business in terms of the numbers coming to you?
Second lockdown 2B, 2C, yes. First lockdown, yes. Second lockdown, even more so. People look, there's been a real shift. People are falling apart. There's uncertainty, and I'll discuss. There's uncertainty in the overwhelm. All of a sudden, we're locked at home. Business and home are a blur, and it's overwhelming. There's this uncertainty. Are we going to lift lockdown this weekend? You know, it's been 3 months. There's Vriddy associated with it. So yeah, I know. So
what sort of things have you been doing?
People are shifted.
Yeah. So what sort of techniques have you been doing to ease their anxiety and stress?
Anxiety is a huge player. It's like anxiety's been provoked in this world, with COVID, or the shift with COVID. I guess in regard to anxiety, I need to discuss Vriddy, which is a yoga term for the thoughts in the head, and the thoughts in the head of the lower mind, not of the intellect, which is useful stuff, but of the lower mind, which is, oh, I can't do that, or belief mindset stuff, which is main reason why you've got me on the program today. So Vriddy, the objective with easing anxiety, firstly, you've got to identify it, you've got to address it, and let anxiety, like, choose anxiety, saying, okay, I'm feeling cancel it. Okay. So okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Picking up on us. He's tuning in. Yeah. Okay.
It's good.
Okay.
That was a good demonstration of what anxiety was, because we wanted you to come back.
Hi. Okay. So in regard to anxiety, you've got to address it. You've got to discern it's there, rather than just pretend it's not. In regard to the Vriddy, anything that eases us through meditation, or anything to ease. What will ease anxiety is reducing the thoughts in the head, doing things that reduce the thoughts in the head, or reduce the lower mind stuff, the anxiety. So manage the stuff. Some priorities really get slammed at you, so you've got to deal with them up front. But It's do like have the conversations that you have with people. You want those conversations to reduce the virility that they're having, not increase it, because people are every month, every day. There's a lot. It's very easy to trigger people these days. Accidentally anger where there was no, whoa, we're all on the same team here. It's a very difficult time. Hope you're okay. We're not diving into incredible lengthy conversations. We're down to business. We've all got incredible pressures that we need to keep focused on and keep wellness, keep well for. So, yeah.
And do you teach your clients meditation? Do you get them to do exercises in mindfulness and meditation? Yep.
Yeah, look, meditation, it's all subjective. So it really comes down to what people want and what people want on the day. This year I've had incredible amount of requests for meditation. How do I do that? I want that. So look, meditation is all about reducing virility. So you identify that you're not still, you're restless, you're agitated, and we want to do things that ease the virility, the anxiety in the head. So this restless agitation, we want to find a peaceful way through. So let's consider the agitation in the head is like a sloshing glass. It's a bit full. Hold on. It's like sloshing water. So you're feeling very still. You're feeling a bit restless mentally. You've got some bad news coming in from 1,600,000 directions. You're not feeling very steady. So you've gone for your walk, Simon, 8 kilometres this morning. We've done your peaceful stuff. We've had some jokes, had some smiles, but we're still not okay. So we've got to bring it down slowly to the water level. We wanted to bring it to a peaceful state so we can go forth, do our work stint for the day and keep still with that. The objective with meditation, the simplest teaching method, is to bring your thoughts to this stillness so that you can move throughout your day with a still water level that is that you can hear bad news and not be disturbed by it. Okay. Yes. All right. You can actually go through your life and cope with a pandemic, with crap, with all sorts of things that we're just being thrown at these days on a regular chaotic basis.
Yeah. I loved your metaphor and your pop of showing the glass. It really just simplifies it, doesn't it? That's just how our brains are. It's like a storm in a teacup, and then you just got to calm it down. That's beautiful.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The nervous system.
Go on.
The nervous system. If the nervous system is also agitated, you're not relaxed. So the nervous system doesn't like sudden movements. It wants nice, steady movements as you're walking, as you're training, as you're going throughout your day. So no sudden twitchy movements. That's all anxiety stuff. So if you can move smoothly throughout the day. That captures your attention. So is it relevant? No, it's not. Okay, continue what you're doing. Rather than being, and panicked, that threw me. Why is this person calling me? Being thrown by it. We want you to be COVID-proof, future-proof. Nothing bothers you.
Beautiful.
You stay the course.
Love it.
You just focus.
Love it.
Good.
Well done.
I think one of the things that you would be teaching is resilience.
Yes.
And that's this card here. How about that?
That's little tiny. You got to send me these before. It is resilience.
That's what we need, resilience. So that's magnificent.
Yeah.
That was a really good one for you to bring up there, Kim. We love that. Okay.
Good.
Have you got a client that you can perhaps share with us?
I've had 2 clients that I'd like to raise. One was a business owner who was a workaholic, but he's also on drugs. And, with the clients that you've had, have you had somebody similar like that? For instance, I had this chap, he was just overworking, and one of the things that we did was to sort of have a look at what his schedule was and to break his work down so it wasn't so stressful. And it was all about him getting, time management and doing things in a timely way. It was because his brain was running, just like in the glass there, how it's all churned up and things like that. He was all over the place. And once we sort of helped him to do an actual getting to have a schedule of things to do, everything seemed to work out a lot better. Have you had clients like similar to that?
Okay. Was it a specific type of drug, or just drugs in general?
Oh, just drugs in general, but it's the thing is,
he was
aware of it, and he was on a program to sort of get him off, and of course he got him.
That's okay. It just determines how I answer the question. All right. In regard to workaholic drugs, I'm going to discuss ERN, error-related negativity. So when you make an error, we are really negative on ourselves. All right, we come down really hard on ourselves. There is a study associated that uses ERN is a psychological measure that measures how hard we are on ourselves when we stuff up, and the harder we are on us. And what they found in this study, over a 26-year study, was following the same 147 odd people, was that ERN was associated with social inhibition, at an infant age. So age 14 months on average, kids who were embarrassed to be themselves, to play in front of people who weren't familiar with them, mum, dad, families, friends and stuff, they were shy, had more anxiety, depression at 26, and they had less productive relationships. What didn't affect their career, but it did affect their happiness and their anxiety. So the reason why I discuss ERN in related to addiction is that addiction has been associated with really bad ERN, and also spontaneity and impulsivity, and being really, really the opposite of positive mentally, inwardly. And you also, if you're not negative, if you're not positive inwardly, you're not positive outwardly, or it's going to be real hard for you. And like you're more judgmental, and it's just much more difficult and rigid and stuff. So I guess ERN shows a polarity of we're human, we're going to stuff up. We haven't done it before. We haven't done a pandemic before. We haven't done this, that, with all these variables before. So errors are normal, but we need to kind of, okay, I stuffed up. How can I do that better? What can I do differently? Or that, okay, and you hone in on what we can actually do about it. So in regard to the client who is a workaholic and addicted, I guess with a client who's we've got addiction and workaholic, they're escaping our life, where we're not coping. So we need to get off stage, so to speak, and we need to dive into drugs because we don't feel safe anywhere else. We need to dive into work. We don't feel safe in our private life. So there's just this, I'm in private life where I'm avoiding life, and then I'm getting myself into a whole lot of trouble, scattered brains. And then we're going into work, which is fine for the Australian culture, which is good workaholic, but it's breaking us down. One of my clients, I've been working, it's taken 17 years to get through the workaholic nature and stuff. It's a huge thing with Australian culture. I wouldn't discount that at all. But in regard to the combination of addiction and workaholic, you're addressing it with a logical sequence, like with a logical attack of time, spending, how you structure your schedule and stuff. But it comes I would be asking, why aren't you feeling safe? Where do you feel safe? How can we help you with that? It leads me to the question, or leads me to the topic of access, and probably the main theme I want to share with you today is, and the most important thing in regard to a healthy exercise behaviour over a COVID lockdown, over a pandemic, is easy access to health, easy access to water, to healthy foods, to variety of foods. If you don't have easy access, in regard to, I think you addressed a question before about I think chocolate's coming up, but in regard to if you're craving naughty stuff, or it's not naughty, chocolate's awesome, but if you're craving things which you need to knock out of your diet that's doing damage to your skin, to your heart, to your happiness, to your waistline, perhaps to energy levels, I would highly encourage you iron, get up your water levels, get your 20 minutes exercise a day, do what you can do. Your exercise is subjective as to what is appropriate for you. Everyone's got different needs, particularly if you work for yourself and change your desk. It's just challenging. So iron, vitamin C, zinc, get your variety with your heaps of veggies and stuff. So yeah.
You stole my next one, which was, you must be psychic. Because my next client was all about chocolate, and she was addicted to chocolate.
Oh, I'm not psychic. Okay.
Not me, by the way.
So how do you deal with addictions, like with chocolate? You must probably have a lot of ladies who are addicted to chocolate.
Magnesium is chocolate is rich in magnesium. If you're low on magnesium, you're going to be seeking sources that are not necessarily nutrition rich. They're magnesium rich in that, but they're also you got to use them sparingly. Eat like the French, do it well, but petit, you know. You need a balanced variety through your diet. I would highly encourage you to make sure that you've got enough iron in your diet, which iron, magnesium, I buy cacao, so you've got the choice of how you're preparing your chocolate serve. If you're craving a particular food, find out what that food is rich in, and find what's a healthier source of it. Do I just need to eat kidney beans? Do I just need to eat? If you can find a healthier way to absorb that mineral without all of the nasty ERN that's going to be associated if you overdo chocolate, for example, that's going to make you much better down the track. And I guess that leads to a mindset in regard to what I choose, what I encourage for food as a mindset. Is that, okay, what's coming up for this meal? What should I have? I better have the healthy option. Okay, and you make it delicious. But it's like, what should I have? I could have, okay, better have the healthy option, because there's no consequences with that. It's a bit more work. You got to chop more veggies, or you got to think about, or you got to cook your lentils, prepare them for longer, or whatever. But marinates and stuff. But it's better have the healthy option. Pays off.
Yeah.
Now I've just noticed
long term mentally, because you got to sit at deck 7 days or whatever.
Yeah.
We could talk about this for hours. I just noticed that we're getting close to our time limit. So, Kim, would you like to just give us, in one sentence, what would be your main message to our audience?
All right. People, motivation. 2 things that motivate you. One is everybody knows somebody who's gone too soon. So the second thing is neglect in aged care. If you want to hang around, if you're working hard for, long-term stuff, do something about yourself. If you're waiting for the magic pill for someone else to come up and sweep you off your feet and help you be healthy and save you this way, that, and the other, what are you waiting for? I guess the take-home message is, why are you hiding?
Yeah. Okay, Simon. Simon, what was your main takeaway today?
I just got to make sure that when I hold a glass of wine, it's not wobbly. No, look, I think, look, thanks, Kim, for coming on board. That's fantastic. And I think your motivation and discussing some of our clients has been fantastic. And it's very clear to me that, if you've got a healthy mind, you will work well at your business and everything around you. If you're happy in yourself, people will be happy around you. And that's what I love. So thank you so much for sharing that with us today. Back to you, Tony.
My main takeaway today was definitely that glass. I think the glass really amplifies exactly what's actually happened in your state of mind.
I agree.
If you allow your mind to be all disturbed and there's storms in there, you're going to have anxiety and stress. However, if you're able to be mindful, you can sort of calm that down so that you can think clearly. And I think you've nailed it too. A lot of people need that clarity of thinking and working out which is the best way forward. So I think that was I love that glass. Everyone needs that glass, Kim.
No, well, I guess I'll finish you up on this example. Is that you need to be able to take the curves, the curveballs in life, and be able to stay still while you're doing it. So you need to be able to pivot 360 degrees on different options and still be able to balance that water out sooner. So the smoother you are, your wine might be still Simon, but you'll be like absorbing all of the stress, which gives which is your nervous system in stress. Yeah. So just allow the fact to acknowledge that you're feeling anxious or something's bugged you, something was wrong, that was weird or whatever it was, so that you go, oh, look, I do feel anxious. What is going on? I do feel this. I just need some space. I feel locked down. So I just create space, space for health to flow. It's when we feel stuck where we stress. But if we find our space, our walks, our whatever makes you happy, you'll be more productive, happy, and attractive to be around.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Kim.
Okay, I think we must go now, and I'd just like to introduce for next fortnight is that we're going to have Dr. Ian Kaminsky. He's also a business coach, and he's also an NLP expert and a hypnotherapist. So everyone, please join us again next fortnight. We'd love to sort of thank Kimberley for coming along. We really learned a lot from what you've said. And if you want to contact Kimberley, you just send us through your contacts through the our Facebook post, and we will notify Kimberley. And of course, Kimberley has had so much to say. We only sort of scratched the surface of it. So I think Simon and I will invite Kimberley back probably next year. So Kimberley, we'd love to have you back next year. Is that okay?
I would love to be back, boys. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Okay. On that note, I think we'll end there, and Simon and I'll bid you goodbye. And so...
Thank you all. Thanks, Kim. Thanks, Tony. And have a great weekend.